I'm just going to sit here and record you and look at you. Why you always in the corner? What you doing, my pretty girl? Oh, I never have enough hands. No, I don't. My pretty pretties. You are the cutest thing ever. Do you know how happy you make me? You are the spice of life. You are just the spice of life. I can't do this. Do you know how hard I laughed last night? Oh, I laughed so hard with Billy Bob and Russ and Skits and Debler. God, it was so great to see everybody again last night. You got no idea how nice it was to reunite with the very first friends I made on the internet. They had me laughing. And I'm not going to feel guilty about laughing, and I'm not going to feel guilty about reuniting with my very first friends on the internet, regardless if they're Yeshua lovers or not. I gotta take a shower today. I've got to eat today. I'm going to sit here and talk to myself. Alright, so I got to get my hands on some RSO. No, I have not given up smoking. In fact, I went deeper into it. You think I would give it up after all this? I just don't care. I don't care. Then there's nothing I can do to force myself to care anymore. I did that prayer and fasting for a month and a half in September to draw closer to Abba, remember? Then I COVID in November, and then in December, Heavenly Abba answered my prayer and fasting. I did it to draw closer to him, but also to put conviction in me. I don't have feelings. I have to think, and then I can have feelings. And even then, most of the time, I don't. Most of the time, I just feel like a robot. If I didn't have love for Abba, I wouldn't have any feelings at all. And even then, I don't feel like I love him. I don't have conviction, and I don't care. If you want to know the truth, I just don't care anymore. I haven't grown cold. I haven't grown cold. My heart doesn't work anymore. I really don't think I have one. And it's not an altar. I mean, this is how I feel most of the time. So it's probably a lot better that I don't have a boyfriend or a husband, because I just wouldn't care about them. I don't care about me. to lose one of my fur babies. Oh God, it's over. Game over. I don't care to eat. I don't care. Now I know I have to care to stay alive, to take care of my animals, because I won't trust anybody else to do it. Nobody can love my animals the way I do. But after that, I gotta be honest, I just don't care. There was somebody in my life, not anymore, but there was somebody in my life, and we would get in some pretty bad arguments, and he didn't understand altars, so he alienated every single altar I have. But he would say to me, "That's your problem. You just don't care." I'm like, "Oh, I care. I just don't care about you." But that was one of the complaints that he had with me. And now we're in tribulation just as well. I ask Abba, and I know this sounds terrible, but I ask Abba, are you taking from me to, are you taking from me? Because in tribulation, you have a role, a position for me to fill. And if I have attachments, I won't be able to fill it. So are you taking them from me so it'll be easier for me to fulfill a position for you later? I'm an ex-super soldier, guys. I'm not here to play patty cake. I wasn't created to recite nursery rhymes, guys. I'm an ex-super soldier. Female version of Michael Prince, James Casbolt. So if you have any sort of negative opinion about him, you may as well apply it to me. I know his trolls applied themselves to me. I'm wording everything wrong, but my brain right now feels like it's better. Yesterday, when I was trying to talk to Bridge, my brain was very choppy. So were my sentences. I know my altars are forward, I get that, but here comes another nuke. Apparently I'm over the enemy. They're setting up nukes to take me out. Get out of my chat room. Awaken 77, how are you? In his kingdom? Awaken 77, may Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey bless you and yours and your fur babies greatly in Yeshua's name. I know it's only one sentence, but I mean so many things in that one sentence. And I pray all of those wonderful things for you awakened. See, if I smile, I look like I have a ton of weight. Do you know, in my profile picture with Abba's seal, I'm not one of the 144,000. I'm not. but I know that there are survivors through the tribulation. Now, there's 144,000 seals over in Israel. That will occur, but I'm not a seal. But there are people that do survive the tribulation, and I think I might be one of them. And that's okay, because I plan on carrying Yeshua's gospel and whacking people upside the head with it for not believing in him sooner. I'm sorry. I'm learning everything bad. And if not, may he bless you too, Holly. I have 3 fur babies. Oh, I got 2. Sava, Sava kitten, Sava Holly's heart. Literally, that's how she got her name, just like that. She's not okay, Rin. She's got oral squamous cell carcinoma, and it's in her mouth, in her jaw, and all the way back here. I found today's day number 3. I took her to the vet, and they said she's only got a few weeks to live. So, I gotta get RSO somehow. I'm gonna try that dandelion root, and Abba's holding her. I know Abba's here every day, all the time, I get that, but sometimes he has a heavy presence, and most of the time he doesn't, right? Well, he's holding her. How do I get my hands on RSO, guys? I told you, Rin, I'm the sour pea. And after this, I'm definitely the sour pea. But together, with you being the sweet pea, we're 2 peas in a pod. But I'm the sour pea. And after this, save a kitten, save a Holly's heart. I won't be having a heart left. That cat got me loving again. She found me in 2009. She found me. She ran away from the neighbor, landed on my porch step. I had walked my mother out of my apartment in Somerville, and all of a sudden I see this little kitten. She jumps up on the stoop. She does a figure 8, and I said to my mom, I was like, Donna, look at this. She does a little figure 8. Then she walked in the foyer, walked right into my apartment. That was it. And the neighbor that she ran away from, I guess he was always feeding her Spanish food. She didn't like it. So when my neighbor that she ran away from would come to my house, I kid you not, Sava would make a beeline under the bed and not come out until after he left. Oh my gosh. And he was so distraught. I figured like maybe she got lost, you know, because in an apartment complex, all the buildings look the same. No, she didn't get lost. She just decided I'm going to be her owner. My dog, too, I bought Keeper for an ex-boyfriend. I got rid of him but kept the dog. Well, I brought Keeper home and she followed me around, not him. Awakened 7 years ago, because I just celebrated in December my 7-year anniversary with Yeshua, my golden bell, and I celebrated 10 years free from that cage, from all the super soldier projects. And 7 years ago, when I woke up from MK Ultra, I asked Abba about animals. So long as we cover them in the blood of the Lamb and put their full armor on, I pray for Keeper and Sava every time I pray for you guys and me. Well, when we do that, yeah, we see them in heaven again. Yes. Yes, she picked me. Sava picked me, but Awakened 7-7, honest. I asked Abba, and he gave me great news back. Yes, I'll get to see Heidi, my grandma's Shih Tzu, again. I'll get to see all my childhood animals again. And Keeper and Sava are going to be with me for eternity in the New Jerusalem. And your pets are going to be with you too. So, having said all that, Heavenly Abba, I come before you and I lift up all animals, domestic and wild, past, present, and future. I lift them up to you, Heavenly Abba, and I pray that you bless them and you baptize them with the Holy Spirit. I pray that you fill and overflow all animals, past, present, and future, domestic and wild. I pray you put their full armor on, and I pray we see them again. And I just love you, Heavenly Abba. Look at Keeper and Sava. You put them in my life. I, I'm so highly blessed, and I got it good, and I know I got it good. And Heavenly Abba, thank you. Thank you for Keeper and Sava. In Yeshua's name, I pray for all of our animals, domestic and wild, past, present, and future. In Yeshua's name, Selah. Sorry that I don't say amen, but I just, honestly, it reminds me of Amun Ra, and I'm from Project Ibis. And I think that Project Ibis is where, you know, when they say Hitler was backbreeding to the alien race. I'm starting to put one and one together, and it's actually equaling two and not four. But that's what he did. That's how I came into creation. I know, Abba knits us together in our womb, but he knit me together in a test tube. But that back breeding stuff, that's how I came to be. Oh my gosh, it's Blinky. Oh, I love you. It is awful, Blinky. Hey, Blinky, thanks for being my friend all these years. I think I've known you for 7 years, since about the time I woke up. Probably about 2015 or maybe 2016, but we met no later than 2016. I just reunited last night with the first group of people I ever became friends with on the internet 7 years ago, and they had me laughing, and oh, it was so great to see them. I can't wait to see them again. I think it's the kratom that's making my brain choppy, because I just took kratom, one of those little shoddy bottles, and I love you too, honey. You've had so many pets, mostly poodles, 2 Cocker Spaniels, and a Dalmatian. It'll be crowded at my house. I would love to open up an animal sanctuary, take in every single stray I can get my hands on. I'd love that. Should have became a veterinarian. Should have became a veterinarian. Abba, will you download all that veterinarian stuff for me? Oh, you know that movie Matrix? You know when Neo is in the pod and he's got that thing in the back of his head? Somebody else said this to me and I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'm stealing it from you. But the movie Matrix with Neo when he's in the pod and he's got the tubes in him, that is the Montauk chair. That is the best way to explain it. I know that it's not great to use movies as an example, but if you want, when you hear about Montauk, the Dumb in Long Island, New York, and you hear about the Montauk chair, or the chair that these white lab coats have you in, I kid you not, that movie Matrix with Neo in the pod is the best way I can explain what they did to me, to us kids at Montauk. It's little Step, how are you? We'll both be with all our pets, each other, Abba for eternity, all our loved ones. Selah. This poor little cat of mine has been suffering and suffering. She's got that sarcoma cell carcinoma, and she's been in pain. This poor little kitty has suffered, and it's all my fault. Abba tells me she had a very good life with me, but I don't think so. You know, there were so many times I was sitting behind that computer and not paying attention to her. And now I hate me for it. You're doing okay, little Step. Little Step. We're doing through movies under God's law. They have to reveal it somehow. Yeah, those movies, man. I guess I'm grateful for the example so I can try to explain to the public what it was like for me. But to have to use a movie to do that, that's terrible. I remember growing up and grandma and the teachers, everybody I knew would always say, oh, that's TV. That's only on TV. Something like, that only happens on TV. You don't listen to the TV. Well, nowadays, it's right in front of us on the TV. I'm not explaining that right. Yeah, like stuff on TV, like outlandish stuff or fantastical stuff. Oh, that only happens on TV. This is real life. Well, what, 40 years later? What's on TV is actually more like real life. I feel like I've been put through the ringer. I don't know what I'm going to do without Sava. I'm not going to be me anymore, that's for sure. I'm not going to have a heart. I mean, for keeper, yeah, that's a given, but after that, game over. I landed a big interview this Friday, and I can't wait. I'm really excited. I have an idea of what we could run it on. Maybe that demonic attack that you guys and Bridge have been helping me with through December. I'm gonna suggest that. Oh my goodness, it's art by Pam. How are you, Pam? You know, I think about you, Pam. Remember that morning when I got laughing? I think you were here, and I was mimicking my grandmother dragging dragging slippers across my floor. I think about that night. I think Cody was in my chat room. Remember, we were laughing. I think they. Okay. You're right in Massachusetts. I'm right in New Jersey, Pam. We could get coffee one day. My cat on my icon taught me a lesson when he was dying. Twice he fought as sick as he was to get out of the pet cage. Wow, little step. Yeah, this one. You have to tell Sava that she's sick, because she doesn't act like it. She was playing yesterday. I kid you not, she was playing. I got her eating again. I had to watch her bathroom or her bathroom activities. So thank heavens there's a litter box. But I got her eating. I got her eating again. She likes the apple paws. Oh my God, they're $2 a packet. They're these, I'll show you once I go back upstairs. But the apple paws, she loves it. Watch the email. Okay, little step by, art by Pam. I will definitely watch it. Good news, I finally got my letter from the state of New Jersey so I can submit my medicinal cannabis license and get that going. Once I get that going, this can get out of my life too. I've quit smoking using marijuana before, so I know I can quit. I just have to stay quit. But if I had my license, I bet you I could go find that RSO right now at a dispensary. But I don't know. I don't know if I get it off. I should just try to order it online to be delivered here. So guess what? He was perfectly happy laying in bed with me, just still with the syringe until he just didn't want it anymore. This cat smells like gabapentin. It's like, it's not just on her face, but the gabapentin, the pain medicine that they gave her, I smell it all over her. And I can smell the cancer too. My house smells like it. Now that I know what I'm looking at, I can smell cancer. What was weird was last night. Do you guys know what a sploof is? A sploof is like, you know the toilet paper rolls? That piece of cardboard in the middle? Well, that piece of cardboard in the middle, teenagers do this. They put dryer sheets on the inside, so when they're smoking weed in their room, their parents won't know and they'll get away with it, because when they exhale through the toilet paper roll that has the dryer sheets. So if you guys got kids at home, I just gave you a big heads up. You smell dryer sheets in your kids' room, be very concerned. Anyway, I got a whiff of dryer sheets last night. Snuggle. I kid you not. I kid you not. It smells like cancer. So what I smell in Sava's mouth, I can smell on those snuggle dryer sheets. I know they've been killing us. I mean, the Bible says we're supposed to live to 120 years old. The powers that be over us, they shaved off 80 years of that. So we are like thinking, wow, we made it to 80 years old. That's great. That's great. No, we're supposed to live to 120. So I know what they do to our food and drinks. I get that. But it registered yesterday, if that's what you say. Like, it dawned on me, smelling those dryer sheets and smelling the cancer. All of our products have carcinoma in it. All of our products have cancer in it. I'm not going to use dryer sheets anymore. And then I heard that even the scent, even just the scent, can throw Sava into a tailspin. Like the scent of cigarettes can still be harmful, even though it's not the actual smoke, the scent itself. I heard. She's not feeling pain, I'll tell you that much with the gabapentin. She's like woozy too with the gabapentin. I was thinking about getting the cat a second opinion. Now, I had an appointment this morning with my regular vet, but I canceled it. I'm thinking about getting a second opinion and having them do the blood work. I really don't have money for this. I don't care. I'll sell my car. I can't sell my car. Plus, the thing's falling apart anyway. What would I sell it for? $10? I'm going to get her second opinion. I'm going to ask them to definitely take her blood work. My friend Seska, my soulmate dog, was so good. We found her while she was still warm early in the morning. And she a pet looks for its owner before it dies, so they're loyal, and a picture of unconditional love. Wow, you guys are awesome. Little step. So I guess what? He was perfect. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, little step. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't want to. I had Sava out yesterday a little bit during the day, of course. I don't want her running off and finding a place to go die, but she came out yesterday for a little bit. Abba says that Sava had a good life with me. I think she would have had a better life if I was more of a better pet owner. Actually, I'm going to leave this door open. I want it to air out in here. Just because my door's open doesn't mean I'm going to let company in. So if you're gang stalking me, my doors are closed. And on that note, let me take off my stinky clothes. Sorry. I'll just stay. Cigarettes are not allowed in my house. I bring them in and Abba leaves. So it's only Abba in my house. I don't bring in bad stuff. The vet got me on the phone, Kaz, and she said, Holly, in my 35 years of being a vet, she goes, I've seen this so many times before. She said that the cancer's wrapped around Sava's jaw, which it is. And She offered me to go to radiation. I said no. Yes, Kaz. Yeah, actually, we were just talking about that, Kaz. I was. Yeah, to take off the clothes because even this scent. Oh man, I've totally failed Sava. I totally failed Sava. When they pass, I think that's pretty common. Thank you, Rin. Um, I took the vet's word, and she said, I can do the blood work and take a biopsy, but it looks so far gone that she's only got a few weeks. So I took the vet's word. If you saw her, if you looked in her mouth, Kaz, I tried to open her mouth to look at it. It was like, it's a big bag in her mouth. Oh, my pretty girl. She's always in my chair. What are you doing? Hi, my pretty girl. Give me kisses. Mwah. She's always in my chair. I kid you not. She kicks me out of my chair, too. They needed bloods for his kidney first. Yeah, it's going to cost me $200 alone just to get her the blood work. And then you got the vet visit. That's like $50. It's going to cost me a lot. When I had Keeper last year, I took Keeper to the vet, and I thought it was only going to be $200. The vet took blood work on Keeper, and with the vet office visit, altogether it was $350. And they took the blood work just so they would know if Keeper could take Rimadyl. Look at you, you pretty girls. You pretty little girl. Do the blood work. Let me help you. I am. I'm not going to go to my typical vet. There's another vet that is down the street, literally down the street, which is a lot better. I'm going to take her there. I hear they're very good. I spoke to one of my neighbors yesterday, and she suggested it too. And this one vet's been sticking out in my mind. I don't want to take her to our typical vet. Aw, thank you. She is. She's my little baby. My baby. Thank you. My Sava. My Sava. Just love her. That's what I was thinking, Ren. I don't want to take her out again. She is. Oh, you should have seen her kitties. Oh my goodness. She had a litter of 3 kitties. Those things were so cute. I almost kept them all except once they started eating and going to the bathroom and I saw the food bill. I was like, we can't have them. But oh my goodness, they just like her. Just like her. So cute. They like with her stripes, all the cats look like they had like Egyptian eyes on them. You know, like how the Egyptians put their makeup. Her just like her. Oh, they were so adorable, and it was so cute too, because it was 3 kittens. Well, the first kitten born was the first one to do everything. The second kitten born was like second to learn how to eat, learn how to go to the litter box. And then the last little kitty, he was always the last one to learn, but it was so cute. It was just so cute. I got to give her medicine again. I'm perfectly happy with her. See her little face? You can see her face. How puffy it is? It's right here. Sorry. That's where it is. Right there. She's letting me give her gabapentin too, which is good because she was fighting me on it the first day. But now she knows, oh, well, Holly's not hurting me, and I start to feel better after it. So, what's this? What did I miss? Her second round of chemo Monday. Her tumors have to shrink before they can do surgery. Oh, my goodness. My sister-in-law went to the ER with back pain. They did a scan, and the doctor came and asked her if she knew she had cancer. Oh, jeez. Heavenly Abba, I come before you and I ask that you lift up Awaken's sister. She has stage 3 cancer. If it be in your will, I ask that you please cure and heal her. Please give her a clean bill of health in Yeshua's name. Heavenly Abba, if that's not in your will, then Heavenly Abba, I want to ask you, please reach your hand into Awaken's sister's body. Reach in and take out all that pain. Please don't let her feel the torture. Go lay down. Please don't let her feel the torture and the pain of cancer. Don't let Awaken's sister suffer in Yeshua's name. I'm sorry, Awaken, that's not a very great prayer. Lenora, what a pretty name. Heavenly Abba, please take care of Lenora. I ask that you work through the doctor's hands so they're successful with shrinking the tumor. And I pray that you work through the nurses to give her the best care and to assist the doctors the best they can in Yeshua's name. Please guide the doctors' hands as they work on Lenora. I pray for Lenora in Yeshua's name. Selah, I'm sorry. I'm not very good with words, but I pray for your sister. Curable if they do all the medical things. All the medical things. I'm going to keep Lenora in my prayers awakened. Can you see her face? I know, you're like, why are you pointing that? So on the right side, you can see that she's fine. But over here on this side, it's swollen. You can even see her eyes too. And like her forehead, her right, this eye is always watering and it looks pushed out. Like she's got a lot of swelling in her face. She said she feels vain, but I'd feel bad too. Ah, awakened. Oh, I pray for her on that. I can totally understand. Totally understand. Heavenly Abba, will you get Lenora a wig so she doesn't feel awkward? Just like her hair. In Yeshua's name, I pray for Lenora, but she's going to be a beautiful woman no matter what. But please let her know that you started a prayer chain for her. Okay? Awakened, let her know that you started a prayer chain. Hey, JK, I am so happy to see you. Oh, I pray that Heavenly Abba answers your heart's desire in full for the year 2022 in Yeshua's name. So for 2022 is starting out pretty bad. I've been a mess. Poor Sava, man. I just... What time is it? I gotta... Oh, she did? Oh, good. Will you just stay where I put you? Oh, come on. Like, I've got nothing in my fridge yet. I can't find the spot. Uh-oh, you guys didn't see this. Bad behavior, I'm quitting. Actually, I did quit. I quit Coca-Cola. I went through the detox and everything. But I still will grab a Coke and have a few sips. Oh, I'm garbage. I'm glad I live alone. I remember when I had to stay temporarily at other people's houses in 2019. And I hated it. I hated it. If I woke up in the middle of the night and I wanted to take Keeper for a walk, I couldn't. They wouldn't give me the house alarm code or a key, but yet I was living there. Like, whatever I wanted to do, I always had to ask their permission. And at 47 years old, I'm not about to ask anybody's permission. I've already earned my time and title, you know? But living alone has its perks. I can walk her whenever I want. I can go to the store at 3 o'clock in the morning if I want. And I don't have somebody on my back. What are you doing? Why are you awake? What's going on? What were you dreaming? Are you going to go back to sleep? What are you going to do since you're awake? Are you going to get on the computer? If you get on the computer, what are you going to say? Who are you going to talk to? And what are they going to say back to you? It's like, I just want to be left alone. Sorry. She'll get used to the wig. I did. Hair grows back fast. Oh, I pray. I pray. She helped me get you and your husband together. I remember having to stay there too. I would have to ask if I could have wine. These people would make me ask, may I please be excused from the dinner table? But yet their kids who were in their mid-20s could just get up and leave the table and didn't have to ask. But I had to ask permission to leave the table. I kid you not. I got yelled at one time. Lectured, not yelled at, but lectured. Holly, if you're going to leave the table, you have to say, may I please be excused? You can't just get up and say you're done, wash off your dish, and walk away. You have to wait for the rest of us to finish and then ask, may I please be excused? I kid you not, this woman had company come, her friend, right? Now, I'm not an old ninny. No offense, I'm not an old ninny, and I don't act like it, and I don't talk like it, I don't walk like it, and I don't laugh like it. I'm just not an old ninny. I don't know how else to put it. That's what my grandmother would say. Oh, that's an old ninny. You know, one of these hens, the hen house. Well, anyway, she had a friend come over. For 3 hours, I kid you not, it took this woman 3 hours to finish breakfast that I was done with in 15 minutes. And I had to sit there and listen to these two old hens, these two old ninnies, yip, 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 yip. Take a bite of food, one bite of food every 15 minutes. And I'm sitting there going, I could be on YouTube, I could be talking to Doc Michael, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. I don't want to be sitting here. I don't want to be talking about your old ninny stuff. I'm an ex-super soldier. She made me sit there and wait and wait and wait. Then finally I said to this lady, 2.5 hours in, I thought she was finished, right? I mean, at this point, the eggs are freezing cold. I'm like, can I take your plate? No, I'm still working on it. And then the other lady got pissed off at me. She's like, if you want to be excused from the table, just say so, Holly. How about this? I'm done eating. I didn't want to be here to begin with. This is your friend. What am I doing at this table? Oh man, it was bad. If when I came back up to New Jersey and I stayed with my godmother, I would have to give them my godmother's name, phone number, address, and I kid you not, they'd look it up on Google Maps and be like, "Oh, okay, so you're going to be right there at that house?" It's like I've known my godmother since I was born. I just met you people a couple of days ago. I'm safe with my godmother. My godmother should be having your full names, phone number, and address. Oh, no, no, no. We have a grandson, Holly. You can't give out our address. Nobody can know that you're here. So who'd you tell? Debbie, Trunk Monkeys, and Galen. Who else did you tell that you're here in Germantown, Maryland? And when they did that to me, I kid you not, I called up everybody and their brother and I made a point to let them know exactly where I was in Germantown, Maryland. And I'd say to this couple too, you're pulling a Max Spears on me. You're going to try to kill me. You already got me on territory I don't know, around people I don't know, in a place I don't want to be, and I'm completely uncomfortable and I don't know anyone or how to get around anywhere. I only know the one road to take to get me back to Jersey. And at that point, I kid you not, I told everybody I could that I was in Germantown, Maryland. I told everybody and their brother. To put me in a place like that and tell me that I can't tell my friends or godmother where I am, that's not right. What, because you have a godson or a grandson? Well, good for you. I'm an ex-super soldier with a pretty heavy testimony that people want to murder me over. Don't bring me in your house. Oh, it was bad. That woman, Art by Pam, you'll get a kick out of this. The this woman would go and sit in my bedroom. At the time I was 44, 45 years old, right? So once a month I would have to leave Maryland, come up to Jersey for legal proceedings. And what am I missing in my chat room? May I please? Please tell her. Drink Gatorade during the week and at chemo treatment so she doesn't get dehydrated. I drink Gatorade. Uh, anyway, I kid you not, this woman, when they'd watch Keeper and Sava while I came up to Jersey, and I'd tell them, leave Keeper and Sava together in the room. Only take Keeper out when you're walking her. Otherwise, leave Keeper and Sava together and leave them alone. That way, they both have each other and they know I'm coming back. Keep them together. They'd come and take the dog out of my room and let the dog run around the house, but Sava was locked in the bedroom all by herself. Then, to boot, I'd call once, twice a day. How's my cat and dog? What are they doing? And I kid you not, this woman would be like, let me show you. Let me show you. You see my bedroom? This is a girl's room. Nobody should be in a girl's room, especially men, especially a married couple. It's an adult girl's room. I don't go in your bedroom, do I? No. Okay, so you're in my bedroom, right? I got girl stuff all over the place, right? It's a girl's bedroom, right? I call up housekeeper and say, oh, they're fine, Holly. I'm sitting in your room right now. I'm sitting in your room. Sava won't come out from under the bed. That's because she's nocturnal. Oh, well, I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half and just sitting in your room. Why are you sitting in my room? I came to visit the cat. She's nocturnal. This woman would sit in my bedroom when I was gone. Ew! I never went in her and her husband's bedroom, even when I wanted to talk. Knock on the door and say, yeah, you know what? There's a common area called a kitchen, living room, dining room, hallway. I'm not having this conversation in your bedroom. Do you know what they would do if they had a problem? Both her and her husband. Oh, we're going to invade your privacy. We're going to come in and talk to you. Come in, come sit here, husband of mine, and I'm going to sit here, and you, Holly, can sit in the middle with us. Come on. Yes, Holly, we eavesdropped on your phone call with Peanut, and we have a problem reconciling what you said to him. Why were you eavesdropping on Peanut and I? Well, we were standing outside your bedroom door, and you didn't want to come down and watch Sybil Shepherd with us on Christmas Eve. And we heard you talking to Peanut. You said the F-bomb, and you said a lot of stuff. And we just can't reconcile it. What are you doing having to reconcile a private conversation I never had with you that you eavesdropped on? I'm an ordained minister, bound by a duty of confidentiality, and you eavesdropping broke that confidentiality. I need to reconcile what you did wrong to me. I kid you not, they had a problem. Both her and the husband would come into my bedroom to talk to me. Oh, Holly, I've decided I'm going to come with you to Jersey for your legal proceedings. And if you need a witness, I'm here too. What, you want Holly Bagley, the super soldier, to call you as a witness so you get some sort of bragging rights? Get those stars out your eyes. And I kid you not, any problem, her and the husband would come into my bedroom. Come sit down, we gotta have a talk. When I wasn't there, sitting in my bedroom. I mean, what was the woman doing, looking through my underwear drawer? There's nothing in it but underwear. Plastic Christians. Plastic. I kid you not, their prayers would fall to the floor. I hated praying with them, and they'd always want to touch me. And it's like, your prayers fall to the floor because you pray for everything outside of Abba's will. You're praying for false doctrine to come true. Nowhere in the Bible does it talk about a rapture. It does talk about resurrections. They took my autobiography out of their house. He took it to his job. One time I was driving back from Jersey, and Oh, yeah, Cam took your book to work. What? It's not finished. It's not copyrighted. What are you doing taking it out of the house? You didn't ask my permission. That is my work. I told them, I said, you know what? Galen and Deborah are holding my book. And if I'm murdered, they're going to do everything they can to get my work online and make sure it gets out to everybody. If you want to read my book before it's copyrighted, then you have to enter into the agreement that Galen and Deborah are in with me. Even, I forget his name. I was seeing somebody and I forget his name. There's another guy I had met at a conference. Um, I said, these people, yes, they can read my book because they're holding it, and if something happens, they're going to put it up. Oh, no, we can't do that. But we want to read it. We want to read it. Oh, she won't let us read it until it's copyrighted. I kid you guys not. This woman pressured me. Oh, did you hear that, Kim? She won't let us read her book. She's going to make us wait like everybody else. They pressured me, so I let them read it. And then what was in my book wasn't good enough. Well, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say that? I'm like, I did. I just didn't word it like your dumbass. Then, my deadline, I went past, I set my own deadline and I went past it. Oh, see, you didn't get your book edited. You better get Anna to edit it for you. What's wrong with me doing it? Well, you went past your own deadline. This is just no good. Why don't you go write your own book and worry about your own book? Oh, beyond buttholes. I started writing a second book, and they thought it was so cute because I was writing a second book. The second book was nothing but exposing them for what they are. You know what Heavenly Abba told me about that plastic Christian couple? He gave me a dream. And every time this old Christian couple would take money out of their wallets, the money itself had black splotches on it. It was black money. So they were paid to handle me and turn my life upside down, is the gift of interpretation to the gift of the dream that Abba gave me. I knew walking in that house when I would leave too. I remember saying to Deborah, I was like, I know exactly how I'm going to leave this house. The husband's going to come down one day and yell at me. There's going to be construction material all around, which is weird. But he's going to come down, he's going to yell at me, and then I'm going to leave. I kid you not. The husband got mad at me because I set up boundaries and told his wife to stop touching me. He had a problem with it. So one day he came downstairs and said, "You've got to leave." And I said, "Thank you," because I have no intention of letting you know where I go once I leave. These people weren't going to let me move out of their house until they approved where I was moving to, and they would move me themselves. And if they didn't like it, then I couldn't move there. They're the ones that took me out of Russ Dizdor's care and put me into Riggs' care, and Riggs screwed me up. I almost burned my Social Security card, birth certificate, driver's license, everything because of Douglas Riggs using memory retrieval techniques and strange words. And I said, I don't want to work with Riggs. I don't want you even a part of my counseling. Oh, but Holly, you should try Riggs instead of Russ. No, I really shouldn't. God led me to Russ. God never led me to Riggs. That dude's just there to rig my mind up. Worse than Joseph Mangley already rigged it. Oh, it was hell. Yes. Oh, I love you, Blinky. My cat needs me to go into bed with him. I'm 3 hours late. Oh, my love to your cat, Blinky. My love to you. I'll be praying for you and your cat. She's just sitting here so comfortable. I think I'm going to give her the gabapentin. I know when I give her the gabapentin, she starts getting up and moving. I better take a shower today and change my clothes. I gotta go food shopping for the lady downstairs. I hope it's only a couple of items that I have to get, because I don't want to be away from Sava that long. Always in my chair. Yeah, what happened to me in 2019 in Germantown? When I finally got here, home, back to New Jersey, and I finally got on my feet and got this place, do you know it took me a year, literally a year, to unpack. That is how screwed up that plastic Christian couple had me. That once I finally got here home, I didn't unpack my stuff for a year. Oh, yeah, she is comfy. Sweet dreams, Blinky. I love you, honey. And every time I pray for Save, I'm going to be praying for you and your cat. I'm going to be praying for all of our fur babies here. All of them. And you guys, too. But yeah, she is. I almost don't want to move her to give her the gabapentin. She's just such a pretty kitty, yes. Aww. That's my heart right here. Yes, you're my heart. Yes, you are. I just love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, honey. That's my heart. All the time she would jump up on the bed, and if I was sleeping on my stomach, she'd stand on my back, or she'd jump up on the bed, jump on my tummy or jump on my legs, and then start cleaning herself. So then the bed would start rocking, and it's like, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not falling back to sleep. Oh, man. Thanks, Pam. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. And it's coming up that time. You got 15 minutes apiece before I start poking at you, Sava. Okay, I'm going to let you rest. And I'm going to come poke at you. But when I give her that gabapentin, I kid you not, she, like, starts moving around a lot more. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to take you guys with me. My cell phone's going dead, though, so this will be a quick outside. Hang on. Yeah, can I tell you more about the plastic Christian couple? Because, I mean, I got 5 months worth of stories, and they were up my ass 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Go ask Doc Michael. Go ask any of my friends that were talking to me back in 2019. Oh, Pam, I'm humbled. Well, if you were to trust me like that, I would make sure I honored you. Apparently, my pack of cigarettes grew feet and walked off. kid you not. The whole pack of cigarettes is gone. Are you kidding me? Like, I had cigarettes. I had a pack. I threw them down the stairs because they're not allowed in my house. I kid you not, they're gone. The whole entire pack of cigarettes is gone. I kid you not. Remember when I walked in here? You saw me throw my pack of cigarettes down the stairs, right? Because I said that pack can't come in here because Abba lives here. Yeah, the entire pack is gone. Like vanished. Little Spitfire, man, I've been looking for you. All right, now I'm satisfied, little Spitfire. That's why I was looking for you. It's great to see you. Good morning. A wild animal done run off with my pack of cigarettes, little Spitfire. Little Spitfire. I kid you not, a whole pack of cigarettes gone. Oh, I'm sorry, little Spitfire. It's good to see you again. You know, you're one of my favoriteest patties ever, Patricia. Oh, my neighbors are going where? I kid you not, the whole pack is gone. I kid you not, like really, like seriously. Hey, Lincoln, it's good to see you, honey. I kid you not. An entire pack gone. Is that a marine spirit? Is that a marine spirit? Like, I know my keys go missing, other things go missing. Oh, little Step. Sweet dreams, sweetheart. I'll be praying with you. And thanks for stopping in, little Step. Thank you so much for all the time you've been spending with me. Thank you for your love and prayers, little Step. And I'll send them right back to you. The whole entire pack of cigarettes is gone. I'm not going to buy another pack. That's it. I quit. I can't believe it. That bad animal. Yeah, right. I kid you not. A whole entire pack of cigarettes. What the hell would an animal want with a pack of cigarettes? Mm-mm. You're telling me I hope they come back with it too. I kid you not. I kid you not. Like, okay, look with me. Right? I know I gotta take my garbage out. Right? But there's no pack of cigarettes. Because remember when I came in, I threw them down the stairs. I even told you guys. Well, oh well, I learned my lesson. Wild animals like to smoke just as much as I do. I can't believe it. Like, seriously. Yeah, they're not out here. Like, I don't get it. I kid you not. I think an animal actually took my pack of cigarettes because I had the door open. I was airing it out. I guess those gang stalkers came and got it. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Wow. Wow. Like, wow. Really? That's that. And Lincoln, I want to catch up with you too and like have a conversation because sending messages back and forth. Someone took them. Yeah. Yeah. Art by Pam. Someone took them in the past hour and 15 minutes. Somebody came inside my stairwell to take my cigarettes. Yeah. Now, if I find these pack of cigarettes, I'm going to do another video that says I found the pack. But if you don't see a video like that, my top door was locked. I left the bottom door open to let the stairway air out. And I even said, my door's open, but it's not open to public. That's like... So who's lurking outside my house? Because you got to be watching me at this point. Obviously. So out of the 11 people, who's the one that took my pack of cigarettes? And to think I walk my dog at night by myself. I just saw the cops yesterday. I was going to stop and talk to them. I knew I should have. Just to stop, say hi, check in. They took my cigarettes. Sava's going good. Ah, did you see in her mouth? Gang stalking. Mm-hmm. So I guess on that note, with a missing pack of cigarettes, I'm going to get going. Hey, good morning. Just some guy. You're not just some guy to me. You're my just some guy. I got to give you a ring so we can shoot the breeze. Wow, this is like aggravating about my cigarettes. Go to where you bought them and say you lost them. Oh, man. Just some guy. I think Chris Ray was impersonating. That group of people not only impersonated you, just some guy, but I think they also impersonated, there's another channel called Bible Code Theory Research or something like that. I think Chris Ray impersonated that other guy as well as you. And what was that other one, that Thor dude? Thor. Thor was impersonating you. But there's another guy on YouTube, I think the Bible Code Research Theory, I forget the name of his website. I had a falling out with him. I thought that was Chris Ray, but it turned out to be another dude. I kid you not, those Bible code searchers, they better be careful because they're like this and they're not thinking about the three fingers pointing back. But that Bible code theory research man, I need to apologize to him because I think we had a falling out that would have never occurred if it wasn't for Chris Ray and that Thor dude. They impersonated you. And then I thought that Bible code theory research person was Chris Ray himself. It's another guy. Except for you and Doug and Doug's Bible group. The Bible code theory research guy on YouTube I want to thank. But I think Chris and Thor impersonated him to me, just like they were impersonating you to me. Yeah, so I'm going to shut down my live stream right now. I got to check my emails and I will watch that, Pam. I get your emails. I love it. I'm like, oh, there's Pam. And I always think about that morning when we were laughing together, Pam. You're my village. If you ever hear me do an interview and I say, there was a village in December that built me up, oh, this goes for little Spitfire. If you ever hear me thanking my village, I specifically mean you, Pam. And I mean little Spitfire, Global Watchman, Greta, all of you guys, what you did for me in December. I'm never going to forget that. You guys are stuck with me. I'm going to be your friend whether you like it or not. I'm going to love you and pray for you whether you like it or not. And I appreciate you. And you're stuck with me. And if there's anything that I can ever do for any one of you, man, just please tell me. You know I'm broker than a joker, but I'm wealthy in all other areas of my life. And if I can give that to you, I will. I will in a heartbeat. If I had a fat wallet, I'd give you the fat wallet too in a heartbeat. But you guys are my village and you're very special to me. You are very special to me. Good night, Awaken. I'm going to be praying for your sister, sweetheart. It's great to see you awakened. And Awakened, I wanted to tell you, I think it's you. I'm pretty sure it's you. Hey, Awakened, there were a couple of years ago where you came to my defense. It's back 2-3 years ago, you came to my defense. You thought, I think it was you, you thought somebody else on YouTube was attacking me, and you came to my defense. It turned out that that person was not attacking me, but you came to my defense, and I wanted to say thank you for caring enough about me that you would do something like that for me. And Awakened, my ex of 21 years never defended me. He would always pick the side of the one who wronged me before he'd ever support me or be caught dead doing that. But you defended me, and I'm forever grateful. And I'm pretty sure it was you. And if I'm mixed up with somebody else, anyway, I mean it to you, Awakened. So thank you so much. Thank you for doing that for me, because I can tell you more often than not, I don't get defended. I get thrown under the bus. I get pushed in front of the bus, but never defended. So thank you, Awakened. I didn't ever get to thank you years back. Okay, guys, on that note, I'm going to go out and find the gang stalker that stole my pack of cigarettes. And I have a feeling I know who it is. They're always outside my window. You can contact. Okay. I love you, Pam. And I'm not going to show you me beating anybody up. I don't want you studying my moves, okay? There will be no recording me in action. I used to start fighting like that because I took Taekwondo. Well, I dated this guy, and he was into, oh, what's that? Grappling one. He was into some martial arts, but it was grappling. I can't believe I can't place the name. Not Aikido. I don't know. He did some martial art, but it was always grappling. It was more like wrestling moves than anything. Well, anyway, him and I would go to spar. I'd get him every time. He'd be like, "Oh, your Taekwondo sucks." I do. I want to say jujitsu, but it was a lot of grappling. It looked like wrestling. Uh, he was good too, man. He was good. He was at the top of his class, but anyway, him and I would go to spar. He'd bring me to his training, and he'd go, "She takes Taekwondo. I'm better because I do jujitsu." It was that Brazilian fighting and mixed martial arts, pretty much, is what he did. A lot of that UFC stuff, they don't throw punches. They instead grab a hold of each other and hug each other for 2 hours. That kind of martial arts. Anyway, him and I would go to spar. I'd get him every single time. I'd be like, I'd be like, come on. And I'd be like just bouncing around, come on, come on. And I'd switch my feet and switch my feet. The second I switched my feet, it threw him off every time. He didn't know what to do. He'd have to stop, think, and then switch his feet and come at me. I'm like, didn't your master teach you to be ambidextrous? He's like, stop moving your feet and switching your feet. Every time I switched my feet, every time it threw him off. Oh, and then he would try to grab a hold of me because he's the man. And he takes a better martial art than me. I kid you not. He'd grab my hand and try to hang on. And every time I'd slip out of his lock. Every time. He took a martial arts where it was like a lot of wrestling moves and like locks, Neo style. But every time I get him, so guys, stay quick on your feet. And when you fight, don't pay attention to somebody else's feet like that dude because he thought he was just so great doing his jiu-jitsu or Brazilian wrestling moves. He thought he was just so great. And Taekwondo was just so weak. But he never won a sparring match with me. The only time he would was when he would actually get me off my feet. And still. So stay quick and light on your feet. And like my grandmaster was great because he taught me to strengthen my left side just like my right side is strong. So, now we're okay, a little Spitfire. You're back. You're back. I'm probably going to get going. Did you hear about my cigarettes? Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm going to go find them. I'm going to go find that gang stalker, break their fingers, and take back my pack of cigarettes. What are you doing? Let me see your mouth. I want to see your mouth. What are you doing? She doesn't open her mouth very wide. I don't see the cyst. I want a second opinion. I want a second opinion. I'm getting a second opinion. I think I got just enough. Because I'm not seeing what I saw the other day. She had like, I opened up her mouth and pretend my tongue is the actual cyst. But when I opened her mouth, it looked like this. Like there was a cyst, right? Like on that one side. I want a second opinion. I want a second opinion. Joan up! Tired of the gang stalking. Oh, man. Well, let's help you out there. You ain't gonna get gang stalked in my chat room. And if they show up, you just slam them with wrenches. I'm sorry, Joan up. Yeah, one just ran off with my pack of butts, came inside my house, took my butts, and left inside the stairwell. Here. Because I know I didn't bring the cigarettes in. I threw them down the stairs. You guys saw me. I saw them airborne. Midair. I kid you not. They're literally gone. Literally, they're gone. A whole pack of cigarettes. Whole pack. Yeah, no. Somebody walked off with them. It wasn't an animal. Somebody walked off with them. And that's face-to-face gang stalking. So now somebody's lurking outside my house. And you guys saw it live online. You know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. No animal ran off with my cigarettes. It was a person, and they're still sitting out there. And to think I was sitting out there smoking butts with you at the beginning of this video, and they were just right outside in the dark, and I couldn't even see them. They're cockroaches to me. Those cockroaches. No, no, no. I'm sorry, Joan. I'm going to be a jerk, and I'm totally disagreeing with you. No. And Jeremiah goes before Heavenly Abba and says, do you see these people? They are forming a weapon. They're going to use it against me, and they're going to murder me. Heavenly Abba, I do not want to pray for them and their descendants. You see what they're plotting against me. And Abba basically answers back, by all means, stop praying for them. Yes, I see the weapon. I see that they're trying to murder you. I'm sorry, I don't pray for them. I don't pray for Hillary. I don't pray for Barry. I did one time to pray that they'd get saved, but they have no intention. So I don't waste my time. I don't throw pearls before swine. I don't pray. I don't pray for the predators who use their free will to prey on others. If I do pray for them, yes, I do pray for them, but this is what I pray. I pray Heavenly Abba has his wrath, vengeance, and takes out his anger on these predators in Yeshua's name. That's what I pray. I pray Abba judges them, and I pray Abba takes out his wrath and vengeance on them. They're obviously not filled with the Holy Spirit, because if they were, they wouldn't be gang stalking in the first place. So I'm not going to sit here and say, God bless Satan. Oh, Satan, you don't want to attack me, Satan. You know you really love God. I'm going to pray for your salvation, Satan. No. Exactly. I pray for Abba to avenge me in Yeshua's name. I'll be honest, Jonah, I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just trying to no, Jonah, no. I will spend hours praying for you. Those things doing that to you, they can go pound salt. And as much as they pound their salt, it's never going to put their flavor back in it. And do you know what what salt without taste is good for? Nothing. They can go pound salt, Jonah. Wait a second. Do you think I pray for Joseph Mengele? Do you think I pray for the Illuminati family? I want the Illuminati families of the Rothschilds to get saved to Jesus. And meanwhile, they're not even human. Meanwhile, the Rothschilds are literally the sons of the Nephilim. Why would you pray for Satan? I have to disagree. I mean, I do pray, but if you think those plastic Christians in Maryland, Holly, you got to pray for your ex who broke your face and collapsed your lung. We got to pray for him. Holly, it's day number 2. You got to pray for your ex. Holly, it's day 300,032. You got to pray for your ex. You got to pray for him. He collapsed your lung. You got to pray for him. All right, I pray Abba takes his wrath and vengeance out on my ex for collapsing my lung. He's not saved to Jesus. He's never going to be saved. In Jesus' name I pray, Selah. Read the Bible. Read what the Bible says. Don't go by what Christians say, because Christians will rub your nose in dirt if it makes them feel better about their faith and if it makes them feel right. Don't do that, Jonah. No, I pray for you. I pray Abba puts his hand on you and blesses you, gives you spiritual gifts, provides for you financially. I pray you have clothes, a house, transportation, medicine. I pray you wealth and success and happiness in Yeshua's name. I want the best for you, Jonah, and I pray that Heavenly Abba gives you his best in Yeshua's name. I pray that Abba goes directly and engages those that are gang stalking you. I pray that Abba engages them directly in Yeshua's name. And I bind and cast down the powers, principalities, and demonic spirits that the gang stalkers are summoning and sending out against you. I bind and cast them down, and I pray Abba reveals himself to these gang stalkers in Yeshua's name. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to go call up my landlord, as a matter of fact. What time is it? Joan, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just want to make you feel better. What time is it? Good. I'm going to call up my landlord and tell him I want to see the cameras played back from 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. I want to know what happened to my pack of cigarettes. This whole property is under camera surveillance. So if it wasn't an animal, I want to know who it was, and then I'm going to press charges. But I am going to call my landlord and say, can you look back over the cameras between 5 and 6:30 a.m.? I think somebody broke into my house. Good, Jonah, because I'm not trying to make you feel bad. That gang stalking's not a joke. But on this note, I do have to get going because I'm going to go attend to Sava and give her medicine. And I just don't want you gang stalked, Joan. That gang stalking is a very serious problem. And I think that the courts really need to make stricter laws. And I think the courts should not make it so expensive to defend yourself. I get home invasions every time I leave. Tape up my food in bags so they don't poison it. Yeah, I'm going to call my landlord and have him play back the cameras. Where do you think you're going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh my goodness, look at this cute little sweet thing, you. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going, okay? And I'm going to go. I'm going to go get her. Mine. My Sava. You tried to defend yourself. Well, yeah, they're all involved in it. Cops are in the Brotherhood of Freemasons. So you're automatically involved in the Freemasons the second you become a cop. I remember I saw this one guy over the summer, and he's all big and puffy. Yeah, I'm a cop, and see, I'm a part of the Brotherhood of Freemasons. You know they worship Satan, right? And you're proud of that? The guy almost had a heart attack when I said that. I was like, you're proud of that? Because he's all, yeah, okay, so you're proud to be a Freemason. Alrighty then. Let's see how you feel on Judgment Day about your Brotherhood of the Freemasons. Oh yeah, there's good cops. There's good judges. There's good doctors and nurses, but the majority of them, no. I have to agree with you completely. But how can you tell? You know what? Ask God. Jonah, just ask Abba to lead you to an officer that can help you. Or to give you the patience that you can speak to someone and maybe move past them and get to a different officer, you know. If they're not going to be helpful, then get you in front of somebody else. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get going and fidget with my cat. And I can't wait for my landlord to wake up. I want to know what happened to my pack of cigarettes. And this is cause for concern, especially after what the squatter's been doing to me and the people across the street. You guys know about that. I mean, Pam, you even know. You've been helping me with it. So between the squatter and the people across the street, yeah, I want the cameras played back. So I got a lot of work to do, to be honest with you. I have work to do for the state. I have my computer work. And I have my house chores, and none of it's going to get done. Because I'm going to be with Sava. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go so I can go be with Sava at 1 hour and 44 minutes. That 144 always pops up. Again, I want to make this correction. I'm not one of the 144,000 seals. And when I was praying for us to be that, I was wrong, and I was praying for something outside of Abba's will, and I repent. Abba showed me, yes, there are 144,000 seals, but they're over in Israel. However, there's other people that survived the tribulation. So there's other people that survived. I don't have a number of how many people, but I think that it is less than 144,000 that do survive. So, And I want to be a survivor. I want to carry Abba's gospel through tribulation and see his second return with my own eyes. But I pray that we're all sealed by him and that we endure and overcome our daily struggles to be survivors because he did it. So that means we can do it too. Cap, a hat, baseball cap. Coach Dave. I love these hats. I want to get one that says, I want John Pounder's hat. He's got a hat that says YHVH, Yahweh. I want one of those. I'm always wearing these hats. Like, if you want to recognize me in public, look for the hat. Look for the hat. All right, guys, I'm going to go find out. Find out what Sava's up to. Find out what happened to my butts. Get my day started. But thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I appreciate it. I'm going to be keeping Joan up, Lenora, Blinky, Little Step, Awakened, all of us. I'm going to keep us all in prayer. Cindy! How are you? I have been wanting to call you to say hello. If you're free, give me a ring. I'd love to sync up with you. But I hope that you have a good night and you're doing okay. I hold you tightly in my prayers, Cindy. It's great to see you. I wish you were doing great. Not just okay, I wish you were doing great. On that note, I do got to get going. But I'll be here. You'll probably be up online. And I'll let you guys know what happened with my cigarettes. I'll make a video. Verdict of the cigarette pack. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you later.